My next set of tags is a lighthouse theme. I also did these at my sister-in-law's camp. She, in her bathroom, she has a border of lighthouses, and they're so pretty, and I was looking at those, and I'm like, those are so nice. And she's like, oh, I have some of that border left. And I'm like, really? I says, do you need it? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, we're going to play with them then. And so I made tags, and she made cards out of them, and they turned out really cute, in my opinion. So we'll start with the first one. And this is one of the lighthouses that were in her border. And I just adhered it to pattern paper and inked the edges. And this here is sandpaper. I don't know why I brought sandpaper, but I guess it was in with my papers. And so that's what I used for the beach. I used sandpaper. So what I did was I tore the edges and then I inked them. So you could see the dimension in there. And then these embellishments, I'm pretty sure these came from the dollar store. And then when I came home, I wanted to add something to the tag, so I added some charms. And this here is an anchor. And then I put the beads on and I adhered it with a brad. I didn't want to hang it from up here because it would have taken away from the lighthouse. So that's why I did it that way. And then on the back, my daughter made me these made me this logo. She said I had to have something on the back. So what it is, it says handmade by Tracy. And then down here it says, live life, laugh often, love much. I just love that saying. I have that saying in my home. Or my dad made me a bench and I painted that on there. And then she left room for me to do my stamp because, you know, I love using these 3 heart stamps. They remind me of my daughters. My daughters have my heart. They're so sweet. And I made this to go to my YouTube channel, so whoever gets it can check out my YouTube channel or my blog if they haven't before. And when I showed my daughter, she's like, yeah, that's kind of plain, Mom. When you run out of those, tell me and I'll design you something else. I'm like, sure, okay. She likes to do stuff like that for me. And here's the second one, and isn't this image just so pretty? Like, these are so nice. And here I got another anchor charm. And the steering wheel, this was an embellishment from the dollar store, and I added the brads to the corners, inked around the edges, and have my tag on the back again. And then this one, again, I used the sandpaper, another embellishment from the dollar store. And then a little, I guess he's a fisherman. Can you see him? It's cute. It says, life is a journey, not a destination. I should get that tattooed onto my husband because whenever we go somewhere, we have to be there quick. Whenever we're traveling, we have to be there now. So, this one here, the last one, has a little sailboat on there. That's cute. There's so neat things you can get. And this one inked around the edges, and again, the same set. And the ribbon. And I don't know what to do with these, because these ones I don't mind separating as much if I send them to different people, but the seasonal ones seem like they should go together. But these ones I can give away separately. I don't know. It's probably just my thinking because I overthink everything. But what I'm thinking of doing is maybe making a little envelope at the bottom of these, so whoever gets them, I can write them a little note in the back. I think I'm going to start decorating the back because this looks kind of plain to me. I don't know. You tell me what you think. And lastly, I think this might be one of my favorite tags. But then again, usually the last thing I make is usually my most favorite thing I have. So I got this image from Mariah. She gave me this when I won some of her blog candy. And I was very interested in this stamp because I've never seen a stamp like this before. It's very flat. Like it's not etched very deeply. So I was wondering how it was going to stamp, and this is how it's stamped, and I just love it. It's like, if you look closely, it's like little tiny dots. You know, some people can do that artwork where they make an image out of the dots, lighter and darker, and this is what it is like. It's just, wow, it takes my breath away. It's just beautiful. Now this stamp, it says A Joyful Christmas on it. And I didn't want this tag to be a Christmas tag. I wanted it to be more of a vintage tag. So when I inked up the stamp, I just made sure I didn't ink up the Joyful Christmas. And I think it turned out really, really pretty. And I really like this paper I used, and stamped the image on there. And I inked around the edges, put in on some vintage buttons, and then I stamped Dream. I think I got this from one of those $1.50 stamps too. And I found this cute little owl. I don't know where I got this from. It was just in my stash. And added some beads to it. And added some fibers. And I just think that is so pretty. There's my tag. I love to emboss this heart. Yeah, I'm obsessive about certain things. So, these are all my tags that I've made. And now I have to find out who they all go to. Thank you for joining me. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed these. Thank you. Bye now.